Welcome to Bright Beginnings, a program for educating the parents of young children. This is a 10-modular program and includes information, activities, and resources that will lead to emotionally and physically strong children and families. In these half-hour videos, you will find tools that will help you to raise happy kids and connected families. Some of the things you will learn include what to expect as new parents, how to create a safe environment for early brain development, what it means to have a great attachment relationship with your child, children's best physical development and emotional intelligence, and so much more. For the complete program, it is important to order the handouts available for each module. These are available by emailing bcaresforkids@gmail.com. We hope you find Bright Beginnings to be a rewarding and helpful tool for creating healthy, happy kids and families. There are 10 concepts promoted in the Bright Beginnings program. Part 1 includes prenatal parenting from beginning to birth. Here we review the transitions to becoming parents, the challenges and possibilities of parenting, and how to create a healthy prenatal environment. Part 2. Brain development in infancy and early childhood. We outline the importance of brain development in a child's early years and suggest brain-building practices for parents and others.
There are 4 basic ideas about helping your child to learn in those early years.
Provide an interesting variety of brain-building activities and experiences. Make sure they experience touching, talking, tasting, smelling, playing, singing, looking, running. Introduce them to new experiences daily. This helps strengthen those old brain connections and helps make new ones. Limit television and mechanical toys and provide 3-dimensional toys, bright pictures, and wiggle time. Part 3. Attachment in infancy and early childhood. We address what attachment is and its importance in relationships for young children. Strategies for building parent-child attachments are highlighted.
Scientific research has discovered 2 types of attachment: secure and insecure attachment. Secure attachment looks like this.
Children respond happily to interaction or reunion with parents. They greet parents actively. They feel confident exploring the environment, knowing where the parent is. They exhibit trust in parents' responses to them. Insecure attachment, characterized by anxiety, might look like this. Part 4. From muscles to motor skills, understanding and enhancing young children's physical development. We focus on physical development in children and how parents can enhance children's physical growth and skills.
Dynamic development can be viewed as the progress each child makes as they move through time and experience, or a timeline of getting from crawling to toddling to walking. There are 7 principles of physical growth that can help us understand how our kids grow.
This means babies develop large muscle to small muscle, or gross to fine motor skills. Or simply put, a baby walks before they write. They also develop directionally from head to toe, explaining how they can hold their heads up before the walking starts. And lastly, they develop from their core to their extremities. The muscles in the trunk develop before those in the hands and feet. Part 5. Young children and emotional intelligence. Here we examine the topic of emotional intelligence and introduce concepts for fostering emotional intelligence. Self-awareness. We need to understand our own emotions and observe and recognize feelings as they arise. Managing emotions. Observing how we handle our emotions of fear, anxiety, anger, and dealing with them in constructive ways. Motivation. Directing your emotions towards accomplishing goals and self-discipline.
Parents should think of themselves as their children's emotional coaches, helping them to understand what they are feeling and offering strategies in how to handle those feelings. This leads to emotional intelligence.
Part 6. Assisting your child's social development. We explore social development in children and how parents can assist their children in building relationships.
Consider yourself, the parent, your child's social manager. Here's some ideas about what you can offer.
Create opportunities for your kids for positive interaction with other children, one-on-one or group sessions. Help find playmates, set up play dates, enroll children in organized social activities. Help them to make introductions and enter into play. Encourage them to practice please and thank yous. Sharing and arrange and organize supervised play groups, perhaps at your own home or yard.
Part 7. Selecting a quality child care environment. We look at different types of child care facilities and the components that make up a quality child care environment.
Here are some of the reasons why picking the right daycare is so important.
Good early learning experiences are crucial for brain development. The type of daycare impacts young children. 2/3 of moms need to work. Quality child care is important. This is a very important decision as you want the best for your child.
Again, from the NAEYC, here are some things to look for.
Group size. Teacher-child ratio. Part 8. The magic of reading with young children. This outlines the value of reading and gives a practical guideline for reading and selection of reading materials for children.
It would be a good idea to practice reading to your kids. Reading to the kids needs to hold their interest, and here are some good ideas that can help.
It is a good idea to read the book before you share it so that you are prepared to deal with any questions or controversies that may arise. Make sure your child sits where they can see the book clearly, especially picture books. Allow for talking time. Slow down a bit and share this time with your child. Be prepared for active participation. Make books special. Give your child a special place for books, bookmarks, and nameplates. Help them to value books.
Reading can act as a path to personal involvement with your child. If the book has a project that you and your child can do together, go for it.
Part 9. Play's the thing. Young children and the importance of play. Here, the Bright Beginnings program addresses the stages and purposes of play, how adults can enhance children's play and skills and qualities that children learn when they play.
The stages of play are important, but remember that children develop at different rates.
Solitary play. Very young children often play alone, unaware of other children, but intent on their own play. Parallel play. From ages 2 to 3, children will often play alongside another child, even with similar toys, but not necessarily interact with them. Associative play. Here, the 3.5 to 4.5-year-old will play along another child, talking with them, but still pursue their own independent storyline. Part 10. Alcohol, tobacco, and other drug prevention for young children. We focus on alcohol, tobacco, and other drug prevention for children and how to start those very important conversations that keep our kids safe and healthy.
Kids are curious. To help them avoid experimenting with alcohol and drugs, start when they're very young to understand what dangerous substances are, including household bleach, insecticides, etc., and that prescription drugs are only for those they are prescribed for and can be harmful to anyone else. Discuss the fantasy of alcohol and drug use in films and television and the reality of substance abuse, violence, and making bad decisions in real life.
Let your kids know about the harm that alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs can do to the people you love and care for. Raise your kids to grow up drug-free and able to make the responsible choices that are critical to the future for all of us.
We hope you find Bright Beginnings to be a starting point for creating happy, healthy kids and families.